521 hums in digital blue across the bedside table in 35. I see the quiet version of me and you, just keeping a simple routine alive.
You stretch your arms in an oversized shirt while rain tap dances against the glass. No rushed goodbyes or morning hurt, just watching the early traffic pass.
We haven't bought the coffee maker yet, or found the apartment with wide windowsills, but it feels as clear as a promise set
beyond the climb of these present hills. In the house we haven't built yet, there's a mug that always stays warm. There's a record spinning in the corner, keeping us safe from any storm. I can see us laughing at the old days when we worried how the story ends, sitting right there in the future light, best lovers and best friends.
6:15 shines on the microwave frame as you pour the tea and I slice the bread. We won't even care about status or fame, just happy with the life we led.
A little indoor garden by the kitchen sink, sweet basil growing wild in a pottery jar. It's closer than I used to think, it isn't really that far.
We haven't painted any walls sage green or picked the rug that covers the floor,
but I can almost touch the peaceful scene waiting behind that future door. In the house we haven't built yet, there's a mug that always stays warm. There's a record spinning in the corner, keeping us safe from any storm. I can see us laughing at the old days when we worried how the story ends, sitting right there in the future light, best lovers and best friends.
Right now we're paying rent on smaller rooms,
counting up quarters for the laundromat.
But somewhere down the line an orchid blooms,
and we share space with a sleepy cat. It's not a dream if I can feel it now. We're heading there, I know somehow. In the house we haven't built yet, there's a mug that always stays warm. There's a record spinning in the corner, keeping us safe from any storm. I can see us laughing at the old days when we worried how the story ends, sitting right there in the future light, best lovers and best friends. 521 in a year far away, we will welcome the light of a gentle day, holding your hand in the quiet air, knowing we made it there.
Saffron illumination floods the platform bench, where a guy with headphones adjusts his silver coat. He looks at my empty coffee cup and smiles, says that place down the block makes the syrup way too sweet. I laugh and nod, pulling my sleeves over my wrists,
asking if the westbound train is running behind.
He shrugs and shifts his canvas bag across his knee. It always takes its time when you need to be somewhere else.
And suddenly the quiet isn't heavy anymore, just two people watching neon blink across the floor. He asks me what I'm running toward tonight. I say I haven't figured that out quite right, and we talk like we've got nowhere left to go. Just a stranger sharing secrets in the glow. No names exchanged, no promises to keep, just gentle words before the city goes to sleep. Sometimes a passing soul is all you need to make a heavy evening feel like light speed. He tells me about his sister in Chicago, how she paints abstract circles on used cardboard boxes. I tell him how I almost bought a sailboat last spring, though I don't even know how to tie a proper knot. He chuckles low, a warm sound in the cool night air, points to a scar above his thumb from 8th grade shop. We spend so much time pretending that we're fine. He says it's nice to drop the act for 20 minutes at a stop. And suddenly the cold metal bench feels warm, like a tiny pocket shielded from the storm. He asks me if I think we ever really change. I say I think we just rearrange. And we talk like we've got nowhere left to go. Just a stranger sharing secrets in the glow. No names exchanged, no promises to keep. Just gentle words before the city goes to sleep. Sometimes a passing soul is all you need to make a heavy evening feel like light speed. The headlights cut through fog around the bend. The dual rails begin to rattle and hum. He stands up slowly, slinging his bag over his shoulder. Gives a brief little wave as the double doors glide open. Good luck with that boat, he whispers with a smile. And just like that, he vanishes down the aisle. Saffron illumination fades as the doors seal tight. I take my seat beside the window in the quiet night. A stranger's voice still humming in my ears. The simplest talk can wash away the years. Just a stranger on the platform in the honey-colored light.
You mentioned yesterday that buttered toast always lands face down when you are stressed. So I watched the counter, counted 3 small drops of apricot jam that fell upon my vest.
The kitchen tap drips once every 8 beats, a quiet rhythm keeping time against the floor. Your left shoe leans slightly to the right, where it rests beside the screen door. None of this is urgent, none of this is huge, just a steady little pile of proof. I am taking mental notes while afternoon rain makes a gentle tapping on the roof.
Look at small things catching light, a yellow mug, a paper kite,
A pocket full of lint and old train stubs.
the way you always leave the spoon inside the jar,
The way the street light flickers on the parked sedan. We do not need a map to see how close we are. It is written in the palm of a simple plan. The steam off your coffee curls into a nest, then fades before it reaches up the shelf.
there is a pencil mark upon the drywall frame,
where the wooden floorboards meet themselves.
a red bus passes down the lower lane.
It leaves a streak of crimson in the glass.
You always skip the second step upstairs,
letting every busy shadow pass. None of this is urgent, none of this is grand, just a quiet little collection here. I am keeping track of everything you touch to make the ordinary feel so clear.
look at small things catching light, a yellow mug, a paper kite,
A pocket full of lint and stubs,
the way you always leave the spoon inside the jar,
the way the street light flickers on the parked sedan. We do not need a map to see how close we are. It is written in the palm of a simple plan.
The heat then clicks 3 times before it hums.
Your dog turns around twice before he sleeps.
The world is built on tiny little suns,
and these are all the promises it keeps.
You mentioned yesterday that buttered toast,
It landed crust side up today.
a tiny victory upon the floor,
And nothing more to say.
thick ripple catches on my skin as I pull this heavy box from the closet again. The seam is unraveling right at the wrist, and suddenly 22 turns into this.
A cold November tailgate with coffee in tins, the smell of damp oak as the weather turns in. You pull this collar up high to your chin, and that was the moment the future begins. I wasn't looking to travel back tonight. I was just packing up under overhead light. The thread has a way of holding a sound, of keeping the static when nobody's around. And I'm sitting right there in the passenger seat, with fog on the windows and leaves on the street. You were talking so fast about turning 25, just trying to figure out how to feel alive. It hits me so fast, like I never left the frame. Soft, heavy weaves that still whisper your name. I run 2 fingers down the cross-stitched hem, rewinding the years back to where we were then. You borrowed this sweater to step in the breeze, left a tiny gray smudge from the charcoal and trees. We thought every promise had to happen at once, measuring life out in weeks and in months. Now I am standing in a different decade, watching the bright color refuse to fade. I wasn't looking to travel back tonight. I was just packing up under overhead light. The thread has a way of holding a sound, of keeping the static when nobody's around. And I'm sitting right there in the passenger seat, with fog on the windows and leaves on the street. You were talking so fast about turning 25, just trying to figure out how to feel alive. It hits me so fast, like I never left the frame. Soft, heavy weaves that still whisper your name. Time isn't linear when yarn holds a seam. It pulls back the quiet inside of a dream. I thought I had buried that whole simple year, but one frayed edge brings it all back right here. Every laughter line's line, every unspoken thought, wrapped in the warmth that we bought settle and stop. Thick rib wool on my skin, where you end and I begin. Static in the rib bed knit, I still remember it.
The idea arrives without warning, cutting through the motionless room. Dust motes freeze mid-air above the low wooden table. A ceramic mug rests untouched beside a stack of old magazines. The afternoon light casts long geometric shapes across the floorboards. Outside, a city bus breaks 3 blocks away, but in here, everything halted when you cross my mind. The lens shifts slowly to the windowsill. A half-drained glass catches the amber glow. Every small detail stands out crystal clear, now that the silence has somewhere to go. Pull back the camera and let the scene breathe. 2 tea towels hanging by the stainless steel sink. There is a story in the spaces between, a quiet frame captured before I can think. Warm pine and cotton, a shadow on canvas, everything frozen right where you left it. The focus glides past the back of the sofa, a blue knitted throw folded over the arm. The radiator hums its low steady frequency, keeping the drafts in the cold air from harm. Then that sudden realization strikes again. We never finished what we started in June. The lens shifts slowly to the open door, a silver key resting on the entryway shelf. Every small detail stands out crystal clear, like a portrait painted entirely by itself. Pull back the camera and let the scene breathe. 2 tea towels hanging by the stainless steel sink. There is a story in the spaces between, a quiet frame captured before I can think. Warm pine and cotton, a shadow on canvas, everything frozen right where you left it. Zoom in on the reflection in the polished brass knob, a distort a wide view of the whole living space. You can see where the quiet was broken just now by a single sharp thought that I couldn't erase. No dialogue spoken, no footsteps on stairs, just a pause in the room as the ambient clears. Pull back the camera and let the scene breathe. 2 tea towels hanging by the stainless steel sink. There is a story in the spaces between, a quiet frame captured before I can think. Warm pine and cotton, a shadow on canvas, everything frozen right where you left it. Pan left toward the hallway mirror, the light fades down to a soft sepia tone. The thoughts settle softly into the room. The silence returns, but it isn't alone. Where do all the unspoken thoughts go when the room goes dark? My phone screen dims to 3% and I just let it die. The radiator clicks like a slow mechanical heart in the corner.
I was thinking about that sweater you left on my couch last April.
Or maybe it was May. The memory feels loose around the edges. There's a stray thread catching on my wool socks, pulling softly. And suddenly my mind jumps to the way you laugh when you're overwhelmed. And I wonder if the world is moving too fast for us to keep up, or if we're just resting in the quiet spaces between notifications. Lines blur together, blue light turning into floating dust motes. I think I forgot to call my sister back this afternoon. It's a stream running under the floorboards tonight, 100 little pieces of a conversation we never finished. Just acoustic strings and the soft hum of the city down below. You and me caught in the middle of a thought that doesn't end. We don't need a resolution when the tempo feels this right. Did you know the transit line expanded past the river now? I saw an ad while I was stirring honey into warm oat milk, thinking about how we used to walk across the old bridge at midnight. My thumb traces the rim of a mug with the chipped handle, remembering the smell of rain on hot pavement late in August. Strange how memory picks what to keep and what to toss away. I should probably turn off the lamp, but the melody keeps looping. And I wonder if you're staring at your ceiling too right now, or if you're sound asleep while the street lights blink yellow. Lines blur together, quiet breath turning into rhythm. I think I forgot what I was originally looking for. It's a stream running under the floorboards tonight, 100 little pieces of a conversation we never finished. Just acoustic strings and the soft hum of the city down below. You and me caught in the middle of a thought that doesn't end. We don't need a resolution when the tempo feels this right. Thoughts drift like paper planes through an open window. A text draft saved from 3 weeks ago that I'll never send. Maybe we're both just collecting moments without a headline. No big reveal, no dramatic turn, just nylon cords vibrating in a small warm room. Where do all the unspoken thoughts go anyway? 'Cause they just settle in the corners until the morning comes. Finger picking fades out slow, ticking clock on the nightstand. Still thinking of you, still letting the mind drift away. Heavy walnut legs pressed deep down into the pine floorboards as I tilt back against the woven cane frame.
You were sitting at a borrowed kitchen table, panicking about a future with no name.
I'm writing to you from a quiet kitchen, where the tea stays warm and the quiet stays kind.
You don't need to hold your breath until 25.
You don't need to prove that you're allowed to be alive.
Hold the pencil a little lighter now. You don't have to carve your legacy in stone. Every wrong turn that kept you up at night was just a long way of leading you back home.
So breathe in deep, let your shoulders drop.
The world won't end if the clocks all stop.
Yeah, you're still keeping every seed inside your jacket,
terrified of
making one expensive mistake.
I promise you the apartment on the corner
that boy who didn't call you back in April
is someone you'll forget by next July.
You don't need to hold your breath
Until 25.
You don't need to prove that you're allowed to be alive.
Hold the pencil a little lighter now. You don't have to carve your legacy in stone. Every wrong turn that kept you up at night was just a long way of leading you back home. So breathe in deep, let your shoulders drop. The world won't end if the clocks all stop.
If I could reach through the paper and the years,
I'd take the stack of midnight worries from your chest.
tell you that the silence isn't waiting to collapse.
It's just a place where you can finally rest. Hold the pencil a little lighter now. You don't have to carve your legacy in stone. Every wrong turn that kept you up at night was just a long way of leading you back home. So breathe in deep, let your shoulders drop. The world won't end if the clocks all stop. The chair holds firm under all my weight. You made it here, and you're not too late. Ooh, hold the pencil lighter now. You made it here somehow.
a distant skateboard clicks against the sidewalk, seams below. You kick your sneakers off and let the heavy afternoon go. Your phone is face down on the yellow braided rug again, counting up the places where you thought you should have been.
I pour 2 mugs of chamomile and sit down on the floor. We do not need to figure out what happens anymore.
You do not have to hold the world together every hour,
Or turn every tiny setback into some grand secret power.
so leave your worries in the hallway where the coats hang tight.
We can watch the street lights flicker on in soft blue light.
You are doing better than you give yourself credit for.
There is no deadline waiting at the front screen door. Just stay right here, my friend,
Until the world makes sense again.
A food truck chime rings out down on the corner block. You sigh and lean your shoulders back against the wall clock. You talked about moving west or changing up your name, scared that staying quiet means you failed at the game.
But look at how you saved that little fern upon the sill.
Look at how you listen when the room gets soft and still.
You do not have to hold the world together every hour,
Or turn every tiny setback into some grand secret power.
so leave your worries in the hallway where the coats hang tight.
We can watch the street lights flicker on in soft blue light.
You are doing better than you give yourself credit for.
There is no deadline waiting at the front screen door. Just stay right here, my friend,
Until the world
makes sense again. 26 or 32, it feels the same sometimes. Tripping over expectations, chasing simple rhymes. You think everybody else has found a secret map, while you are sitting in the dark with quiet in your lap. but I see who you are when nobody is watching you. Kind and brave and honest in the things you try to do. So leave your worries in the hallway where the coats hang tight. We can watch the street lights flicker on in soft blue light. You are doing better than you give yourself credit for. There is no deadline waiting at the front screen door. Just stay right here, my friend, until the world makes sense again. The skateboard clicks away into the evening space. A steady little rhythm in a noisy place. You do not have to hurry now, my friend. We have all night to let the evening bend.
Toasted cardamom and wet cedar drift across the narrow kitchen landing today. Maya tilts her coffee mug to the light, watching yellow sunlight wash off the clay.
Leo stacks 3 blue ceramic plates by the open box labeled living room items. Neither one of them has spoken out loud since the kettle started making its chime.
4 years in a place with creaky floorboards, 4 years of leaving shoes in a heap.
She sweeps a stray thread into her hand, holding promises she intends to keep.
It is a quiet kind of moving on,
no dramatic exit or closing song.
just 2 old friends taping cardboard seams, carrying the weight of their 20-something dreams.
They packed the lamp with the dented shade, grateful for every single choice they made.
Leo finds a Polaroid under the fridge,
Faded pink from a party 2 summers back.
He shows Maya with a lopsided smile,
Then slips it carefully into his pack. Outside the window, the neighborhood moves, cyclists coasting down the asphalt grade. They are shifting gears without any rush in the steady shadow the awning made.
4 years in a place with creaky floorboards, 4 years of leaving shoes in a heap.
She sweeps a stray thread into her hand, holding promises she intends to keep.
It is a quiet kind of moving on,
No dramatic exit or closing song.
just 2 old friends taping cardboard seams, carrying the weight of their 20-something dreams.
They packed the lamp with the dented shade, grateful for every single choice they made.
The van is parked at the curb down below, waiting for the final load to go.
Maya looks around at the empty space,
Dust outlines where the sofa used to stand.
Leo hands her the keys on a brass ring and pats the cool wood of the railing with his hand. It is a quiet kind of moving on, no dramatic exit or closing sing song. Just two old friends taping cardboard scenes, carrying the weight of their 20-something dreams. They packed the lamp with the tinted shade, grateful for every single choice they made. The door pulls shut with a heavy click, echoing down the stairwell, bright and quick. Toasted cardamom still lingers in the air as they step outside into the afternoon there.
Rough nail, a tough snake my nail, while I pull the blanket off the floor. Suddenly the air turns cool and pale, and I'm sitting by your kitchen door. 2032, a rainy night. You were boiling water on the stove. Steam was catching in the yellow light, while you told me every secret grove in the city where you used to hide. I haven't thought of that place in years. Now the cotton weave brings it clear. Every quiet sound begins to bloom right inside this empty room. And we were laughing over nothing much at all, watching water spots run down the hallway wall. You held the edge of this same throat and whispered things I didn't know. Time moves fast, but touch stays slow. I'm 22 again before you go. Coarse thread under thumb and wrist rewinds the clock 6 summers back to when we didn't know what we had missed, or how our easy talk would lose its track. You had coffee stains upon your sleeve, listening to records on the rug. We were so convinced we'd never leave, wrapped together warm and snug in the fabric that we bought for $9 cheap. I haven't called you since the spring. Now I feel the pulling of that string. Every quiet sound begins to bloom right inside this empty room. And we were laughing over nothing much at all, watching water spots run down the hallway wall. You held the edge of this same throat and whispered things I didn't know. Time moves fast, but touch stays slow. I'm 22 again before you go. It's strange how woven thread remembers what the mind forgets, how forewarned corners hold no real regrets. Just a sudden flash of citrus tea and who you were when you looked at me, standing in the doorway with 2 mugs. And we were laughing over nothing much at all, watching water spots run down the hallway wall. You held the edge of the same throat and whispered things I didn't know. Time moves fast, but touch stays slow. I'm 22 again before you go. Rough Jamila tufts under my hand. I smooth the creases where I stand. The memory snaps back into gray. I fold the throw and start my day. 3:38 on the hallway clock. Cast a faint blue line on the floorboard pine. Outside, the city sleeps around the block, while I slip ahead down a different line.
I see us 10 years further out, in a small frame house with a garden gate. No rush goodbyes or lingering doubt, just patience, learning how to wait.
We won't be chasing every midnight train or stressing over rent in a crowded space. We'll know the sound of late autumn rain on a windowsill in a permanent place. And we will paint the hallway sage and let the soft light settle in. Turn to a quiet, steady page where all the heavy noise grows thin. I can see the teacups lined in two. I can see the years look good on you. 4:45 on the microwave will be the time we make our Sunday soup.
We'll keep the letters that we saved in a woven box by the back door stoop.
You'll have your books on a built-in shelf. I'll have a bench near the kitchen door. No longer trying to prove myself to a restless world that asks for more.
We won't be chasing every midnight train or stressing over rent in a crowded space. We'll know the sound of late autumn rain on a windowsill in a permanent place. And we will paint the hallway sage and let the soft light settle in. Turn to a quiet, steady page where all the heavy noise grows thin. I can see the teacups lined in two. I can see the years look good on you.
Right now the apartment is small and loud. The radiator clinks a rhythmic beat,
But I look at you sleeping safe and proud,
and the simple future feels calm and sweet.
it's not a dream that's hard to find.
Just two lives
Gently intertwined, and we will paint the hallway sage and let the soft light settle in. Turn to a quiet, steady page where all the heavy noise grows thin. I can see the teacups lined in two. I can see the years look good on you.
3:38 on the hallway clock.
Still glowing bright, still keeping time.
Step by step across the block until that
Quiet house is yours and mine. Sage on the walls,
quiet in the halls.
yours and mine.
A tiny glass marble rocks back and forth inside the saucer. I watch the reflection distortion turn the lamp into gold. I keep telling myself I don't need a definitive answer or a master plan for the next 5 years to unfold.
The radiator hums its familiar low rhythm, and my tea is getting lukewarm while I stare at the seam on my sleeve. There is something so soft about sitting alone with the thought that I don't have to defend or believe. My phone screen stays dark by my elbow. I thought I would be anxious by now, but my shoulders are dropping down lower, learning to loosen somehow. I'm learning to live in the middle of things without needing every a small glass marble settling into peace.
I used to think adulthood meant having every move plotted, a blueprint laid out on a clean wooden frame. Now I just look at the floorboards where sunlight is faded and smile at how little I care about
winning the game. My friend sent a voice note about moving out west. I haven't replied yet, but I know what I will say. We are doing just fine in the spaces between who we were and who we are becoming today. My phone screen stays dark by my elbow. I thought I would be anxious by now, but my shoulders are dropping down lower, learning to loosen somehow. I am learning to live in the middle of things without needing every loose thread to tie up tonight. The world keeps on turning on imaginary wings, and for once in my life I am feeling alright. No big sudden light bulbs, no heavy dramatic release, just a small glass marble settling into peace. Maybe peace isn't silent like an empty studio. Maybe peace is just choosing to let the momentum go slow. I touch the cold glass with the tip of my thumb. Stop trying to guess what is coming or yet to come. I am learning to live in the middle of things without needing every loose thread to tie up tonight. The world keeps on turning on imaginary wings, and for once in my life I am feeling alright. No big sudden light bulbs, no heavy dramatic release, just a small glass marble settling into peace. It stops, it's rolling now, just resting on the ceramic trim. The room is quiet enough, everything looks brighter in low light.
The oak chair's full weight settles into the pine floorboards below. Anchor in this corner while the kitchen takes an amber glow.
I pulled your blue binder out from underneath the bed, reading through the heavy thoughts you kept inside your head. You thought every mistake was a permanent mark, staring at the ceiling through the long autumn dark. If I could sit beside you on that narrow mattress frame, I'd tell you that the future doesn't care about the blame. You don't have to carry the whole house alone. You're allowed to take wrong turns on the way home. The world gets much warmer than you guessed back then, so pull down your shoulders and breathe out again.
Remember the party where you stood beside the pantry door?
You worried no one liked you as you stared down at the floor.
Now we have friends who listen when we speak.
Weekends are quiet instead of feeling weak.
You spent so many hours waiting for a sign, terrified that everyone was running out of time. If I could
show you how peaceful it feels to be seen. You don't have to carry the whole house alone. You're allowed to take wrong turns on the way home. The world gets much warmer than you guessed back then. So pull down your shoulders and breathe out again.
I know you hated how awkward your voice sounded back then, and you worried every friendship was
Coming to an end. But every clumsy step you took in those worn canvas shoes led right to this quiet room, with nothing left to lose. The oak chair holds steady while the kettle cools down.
You made it through the storm, kid,
Safe and sound. Pull down your shoulders, breathe out again.
Tangerine radiance clings to the station doorway, filtering through the glass like an old school print. I shift my duffel bag closer to my knees and watch a woman balance a box of cardamom treats.
She turns to me and asks if the local train is late. I check my screen and tell her it is running 8 behind.
She smiles and says that time always moves different when you wait,
Then offers me a pastry with a quiet, easy mind.
we do not share our names or where we used to live,
Just the open space that two strangers can give.
and for
20 minutes on a wooden bench,
we talk about the cities that we
almost known. How love is like a garden that needs a sturdy wrench,
and how neither of us feels entirely alone.
two passing voices in the golden beam, trading simple truth like a waking dream.
She tells me how her sister moved out west last fall,
Building passive solar homes in the canyon dirt.
I tell about the attic flat where I painted on the wall,
And how stepping into empty rooms didn't really hurt.
she nods as if she recognized every word before I spoke,
Taking a slow sip from her stainless mug.
we laugh about the weather report that turned out as a joke.
Sheltered in a comfort so sudden and snug.
We do not ask for handles or a way to stay in touch,
Just taking in the quiet moment, not expecting much. And for 20 minutes on a wooden bench,
we talk about the cities that we
almost known. How love is like a garden that needs a sturdy wrench,
and how neither of us feels entirely alone.
two passing voices in the golden beam, trading simple truth like a waking dream.
Sometimes a stranger holds the exact right mirror,
Showing you the peace you had been trying to find.
the track signal shifts and the air grows clearer,
And you step onto the platform, leaving weight behind. And for for 20 minutes on a wooden bench. We talk about the cities that we almost know, how love is like a garden that needs a sturdy wrench,
and how neither of us feels
entirely alone. Two passing voices in the golden beam, trading simple truth like a wakened dream.
The carriage doors slide open with a gentle hiss.
She steps to the left, I step right into the glow.
A 15-minute moment that I didn't know I'd miss.
Safe travels on the transit line, wherever you go. Tangerine radiance fades down the road.
You swore yesterday that copper coins smell like gold keys. I watched the steam curve off my mug of mugwort tea. A delivery pod hums softly down the brick paved lane. The window latch catches twice before it stops the rain.
And all these little details settle down like sand. Folded paper receipts resting in my hand.
I keep a list of small things gathered through the day. The sticker on your laptop that has faded into gray. We don't need a big shift or a cinematic turn, just simple quiet lessons that we take our time to learn. The kitchen door squeaks in CC sharp when the hinges yield. There's a stray solar garden light out in the neighborhood field. A chip blue transit card sits sideways in my coat. I found a 3-year-old grocery list tucked inside a tote.
And all these tiny pieces keep a steady beat, tracing every pattern underneath our feet.
I keep a list of small things gathered through the day. The sticker on your laptop that is faded into gray. We don't need a big shift or a cinematic turn, just simple quiet lessons that we take our time to learn. There's a fine hairline scratch across my clock display. A tabby cat that watches from the fire escape across the way.
You said yesterday that afternoons move slower when you wait, and I watch the sunlight angle down against the iron gate.
Copper coins and key rings, a stray solar light, simple quiet
lessons keeping us alright.
Just small things standing in a line. Brass trumpet plays 3 notes down below, echoing off the brick behind your building.
You drop your keys on the kitchen tile slow, like you're tired of the promises you're keeping.
I pour 2 mugs and leave the sugar out. You sit on the counter with your knees pulled tight. We do not have to talk about what brought you here or
why you could not sleep last night.
The city keeps on moving like a running tap,
unfolding every map while you just sit right here and breathe.
You do not have to explain a single thing to me.
Put your phone face down
We can watch the dust motes drift across the floor.
I will stay as long as you are able.
You have been carrying the heavy and alone,
So leave the rest right by the door.
A delivery scooter hums along the curb,
Rattling the glass inside the window frame.
you try to laugh but lose it halfway through,
Admitting that you almost forgot my name.
I pass a warm woolen blanket to your lap.
The water kettle starts its quiet whistle.
There is no rush to figure out the next 10 years.
To clear away every stray thorn and thistle.
It keeps on moving like a running tap,
unfolding every map, while you just sit right here and breathe.
You do not have to explain a single thing to me.
Put your phone face down on the table.
We can watch the dust motes drift across the floor.
I will stay as long as you are able.
You have been carrying the heavy and alone,
So leave the rest right by the door.
everyone wants you to be the strongest in the room,
To know which way the north wind blows.
but it is okay to stand still inside the afternoon
And admit how little anybody knows. I am right here, holding the space for you.
You do not have
To explain a single thing to me. Put your phone face down on the table.
We can watch the dust motes drift across the floor.
I will stay as long as you are able.
You have been carrying the heavy and alone,
So leave the rest right by the door.
the trumpet down the alley plays another song.
We can sit until the afternoon is gone. Leave it by the door.
Leave it by the door. Steamed almond milk and citrus peel drift through the open window on the alley. Maya sets her soldering iron down, wiping grease off her denim sleeve.
Jonah sits across the pine workbench, holding a brass gear up to the light, counting teeth on a 50-year-old motor that hasn't turned a tape in 30 years.
They don't talk about the quiet years between, or how the city grew so loud and tall.
They just pass the tiny copper screws, leaning close against the workshop wall.
And the music comes back slow,
Warbled hum through a braided wire.
two old friends in the
Amber glow, building something slow beside the fire.
no one's rushing for the evening train.
No one's checking what the hours cost, just the steady rhythm of the rain,
Finding everything they thought was lost.
She clicks the fresh capacitor in place, bending thin silver pins with tiny pliers. He blows the dust off an old mahogany frame and hums a melody from an early choir.
By 7:30 the blue light fades away,
Replaced by street lamps glowing down below. They swap a a chip mug of ginger tea, watching the dark night quietly grow. They don't talk about the places they both left, who was right when everything went wrong. They just tighten up the velvet belt, getting ready for the very first song. And the music comes back slow, warbled hum through a braided wire. Two old friends in the amber glow, building something slow beside the fire. No one's rushing for the evening train, no one's checking what the hours cost, just the steady rhythm of the rain, finding everything they thought was lost. When the needle drops on the black vinyl disc, a trumpet plays through 40 years of dust. Jonah smiles, leaning back against the shelf, finding a reason to remember how to trust. Maya wipes her fingers on her apron, nodding once as the song takes flight. Two quiet souls in a crowded little room, finally getting the balance right. And the music comes back slow, warbled hum through a braided wire. Two old friends in the amber glow, building something slow beside the fire. Oh, no one's rushing for the evening train, no one's checking what the hours cost, just the steady rhythm of the rain, finding everything they thought was lost. Steamed almond milk and citrus peel drift, the spindle turns soft and sweet. Maya and Jonas listen in the dark, safe on the third floor of Palmer Street.
One sudden thought slices through room quiet, a tiny question taking up the floor. The projector beam cast a pale blue square, while your sneakers rest beside the door.
You were staring at the ceiling with your hands tucked in, and the radiator clicks inside the wall. I watch you trace the plaster crack above us, waiting for the heavy shadow to fall.
The tea's getting colder on the nightstand,
The ambient soundtrack loops another phrase.
we spent 3 hours talking about nothing,
Now we sit inside a quiet haze,
and it feels like we are living in a picture frame,
where every little movement has a slow-mo speed.
just a muted guitar and a warm pine scent,
And a gentle kind of comfort that we both still need.
hold your breath,
Let the lens stay clear. Everything is simpler when you are standing right here.
the street lamp pushes orange through the blinds now,
Striping patterns right across your linen shirt.
you shift your posture, leaning on an elbow,
Brushing off a fleck of dried up dirt,
a single flash of worry crosses over,
and dissolves into the amber air.
I reach across the blanket just to catch it,
Leaving all our heavy answers over there.
the tea is getting colder on the nightstand,
The ambient soundtrack loops another phrase.
we spent 3 hours talking about nothing,
Now we sit inside a quiet haze,
and it feels like we are living in a picture frame,
where every little movement has a slow-mo speed.
just a muted guitar and a warm pine scent,
And a gentle kind of comfort that we both still need.
hold your breath, dramatic turn or final curtain.
Just two people wrapped inside a knitted hug.
Every single frame is softly lit
And honest, no edit needed, no dialogue forced. The blue projector square flickers low.
That sudden thought fades into the background now.
We let the film run out without a word. Warm light staying on the floor somehow.
Why does a midnight kitchen feel like an open sea? The freezer hums a low tone in B flat.
My toes are tucked inside a warm wool sock. I should be sleeping, but my mind is writing letters to a neighbor
I haven't talked to since the winter before last.
Did I leave the porch light on again?
The floorboards creak like driftwood. I wonder if my phone is charging on the windowsill.
And my mind just strays, counting the seconds between the refrigerator clicks, tracing the circle on the counter with a stray drop of water. Nothing stays still, everything shifts, tangled up in quiet little threads of thought. Wondering if you ever lie awake and watch the drywall ceiling. It's a soft kind of drift, no map or final stop, just acoustic guitar strings humming out a feeling. I'm wandering nowhere, taking the scenic route inside my head, leaving half a dozen words unsaid.
My fingernail catches on a loose piece of laminate tape. I need to buy more oat milk tomorrow, or maybe I'll pack a bag and drive 3 hours north
To that diner where the coffee came in chipped yellow mugs.
Do you still hate the taste of cilantro?
My phone screen glows with 3%, a blue notification light blinking like a pulse on the table. I wonder if orchids actually die when you talk too loud. And the seconds spent, I'm folding a paper napkin into 4 small squares, thinking about that blue jacket sitting in my closet. How we used to talk without a single care, tangled up in quiet little threads of thought. Wondering if you ever lie awake and watch the drywall ceiling. It's a soft kind of drift, no map or final stop, just acoustic guitar strings humming out a feeling. I'm wandering nowhere, taking the scenic route inside my head, leaving half a dozen words unsaid.
Past,
Present, future, mixing in a silver cup. A dog barks 3 blocks over,
then settles back down.
Am I getting older or just waking up? The shadow of the fern sways slowly on the ground. I could text you right now, but what would I even say?
I was thinking about the way rain smells on asphalt.
No, it's better to let the thought float away. Why does a midnight kitchen feel so deep? The clock ticks once, the kettle is cold. I guess it's time to sleep. just a soft mind wandering home.
Copper pink sheen settles over the railing, dipping the harbor in honey and smoke. I set my warm canvas bag on the wooden plank, adjusting the zipper before it broke.
You looked up from a sketch pad, tapping your pen. Said, "Excuse me, do you know if this boat goes to the island?" I turned with a smile I didn't know I had left, and answered, "It lands right where the trees turn silent."
You shifted your coat, folding the paper in half.
Said, "I haven't been back here in nearly 10 years."
And suddenly the dark didn't feel so wide, between two people washing off old fears. Sometimes a stranger gives you back your own voice, standing in the evening where the colors softly blend. We don't need to know where we'll be tomorrow, just two names passing around the bend. And the water carries all the heavy words away, leaving only what we meant to say. You told me about your sister's bakery in Maine, how you almost moved to Denver twice.
I told you how I stopped playing piano for a while, and how hard it is to take good advice.
You laughed a low, quiet
Sound against the wind,
said nobody really knows what they're doing at all.
we watched a seagull dip into the tide as the orange sky started to fall. You folded your hands, staring out at the phone. Said, "I'm glad I took the later trip tonight." And for 20 short minutes on a wooden bench, everything felt balanced and light. Sometimes a stranger gives you back your own voice, standing in the evening where the colors softly blend. We don't need to know where we'll be tomorrow, just two names passing around the bend. And the water carries all the heavy words away, leaving only what we meant to say. When the horn blew once and the engine hummed, we stood up together as the boat pulled in. No numbers exchanged, no promises made, just a gentle nod and a quiet grin. You said, "Take care of that piano, friend," and walked out into the gathering blue. Sometimes a stranger gives you back your own voice, standing in the evening where the colors softly blend. We don't need to know where we'll be tomorrow, just two names passing around the bend. And the water carries all the heavy words away, leaving only what we meant to say. The boat slides slow through the dark harbor waves. I keep your words like a coin in my palm, just two people sharing an hour on the dock, finding the calm. Finding the calm.
Yesterday you claimed that every tea box holds a different kind of quiet. I spent the afternoon watching how the steam curls off the chamomile.
A silver thimble rests beside 3 misplaced paper clips on the windowsill. The radiator clicks twice whenever the hallway light flickers blue. I am keeping a tally in my head, not of the big things, just what you said. The way the wooden spoon leaves a dark ring on the pine, the neighbor's orange cat jumping over the clothesline, a half-filled notebook open to a list of places we might go.
Small observations piled up high like
Fresh midwinter snow, and somehow in the middle of it all I find you right on time.
You said the third stair always hums in C sharp if you tread too fast.
I tried it 3 times just to hear the sound before the feeling passed.
There is a faint green water stain shaped like a map on the ceiling tile.
And a tiny fraying thread hangs from the sleeve of your wool cardigan.
I
am keeping a tally in my mind,
all of the little truths we leave behind.
the way the wooden spoon leaves a dark ring on the pine, the neighbor's orange cat jumping over the clothesline, a half-filled notebook open to a list of places we might go.
Small observations piled up high like
Fresh midwinter snow, and somehow in the middle of it all I find you right on time.
the bus ticket squeezed into your denim pocket, the rusted key that does not
Fit the lock set, the quiet pause before the coffee brewer starts to drain.
You notice every detail, so I learned to do the same.
Yesterday you said the best part of the day comes unannounced. I watched a sparrow hop across the sidewalk near the park. Just little things, just small details, and you right on time.
Faded corduroy ridges scrape my thumb as I lift your cardigan off the rack. One loose thread unravels near the seam, and all at once the autumn rushes back.
We were sitting on the concrete porch, sharing sour apples in the chill.
You laughed until your
Collar caught the breeze, and time stood completely still. back where the lost things go. We think we leave the days behind in boxes or hide them underneath the bedroom floor. But threads don't forget the hands that held them. They hold the warmth of every open door.
I press the ripped hem into my palm
And let the gentle daylight bring me calm.
Memory snaps
Like a sudden spark,
folding 5 whole years into a second's time.
cold in this fabric in the dark. I am 21 and you are mine. Warm acoustic chords strumming low takes me right back where the lost things go.
Just corduroy
Under my fingertips, just your name on my quiet lips. I hang the coat back on the hook, closing up that open book.
soft ribbing under my
thumb, where the quiet echoes come from.
$7.15 on the stovetop display casts a quiet amber light across our kitchen tile.
You're leaning back with a mug in your hands, wearing a jacket that's been out of style
For at least a decade, maybe more, as a golden retriever sleeps beside the door.
We aren't there yet, but I see it clear, the way the floorboards creak beneath the year. Every small decision leading straight to this,
A simple, steady, kind of quiet bliss.
10 winters down the line we'll own a view of a back porch soaked in morning dew. We'll talk about the rent we used to pay and how we wondered if we'd find a way to build a life that didn't feel so fast,
Where every quiet second learned to last. There's a stack of unread paperback books sitting on a windowsill made of cedar wood. You laugh about a song I wrote back then and ask if I still sing it like I should.
I'll strum 3 chords on a faded pine frame
And
smile because the chorus stays the same. We aren't there yet, but I hold the thought of every little comfort that we bought, with patience in the hours passing slow, watching all our little seedling thoughts grow. 10 winters down the line we'll own a view of a back porch soaked in morning dew. We'll talk about the rent we used to pay and how we wondered if we'd find a way to build a life that didn't feel so fast, where every quiet second learned to last.
right now we're sitting in a rental box,
Counting up our change and winding clocks,
dreaming of a garden in the sun.
before the hardest work has even begun.
But I can hold this future in my hand,
Like a grain of gold inside the sand. 10 winters down the line we'll own a view of a back porch soaked in morning dew. We'll talk about the rent we used to pay and how we wondered if we'd find a way to build a life that didn't feel so fast,
where
every quiet second learned to last.
7:15 on the stovetop display.
Just a picture in my mind today. 10 winters down will be right on time.
A wooden domino with two white dots sits tilted against my tapestry. I count the tiny imperfections, the faint gray scratches on the birchwood grain. My inbox holds an offer
From the coast, a relocation clause I haven't signed.
The city outside hums its quiet electric pulse, while I sit wondering if I'm leaving time behind.
I could pack these 3-room walls by Saturday.
I could pretend that running is a plan.
My thumb moves slow across the domino, trying to feel like a rational man. Is it growth if it breaks what is working? Is it bravery or just being scared? I have lived in this chair through 3 seasons with a heart that was slowly repaired. Now the acoustic strings hum in the corner, and the world wants to rush to the light. Maybe staying right here is a choice too. Some decisions take all evening tonight.
The radiator clicks its metal rhythm, a familiar sound that keeps me rooted down.
I flip the piece of wood onto its back, blank side facing up without a sound.
My friends all talk of scaling up their lives, of 10-year-old maps drawn in velvet ink.
But every time I look out at the roof tiles,
I realize I just need room to think.
I could answer that email with enthusiasm. I could buy new boxes at the store, or I could leave my boots beside the rug and lock the deadbolt on this front door. Is it growth if it breaks what is working? Is it bravery or just being scared? I have lived in this chair through 3 seasons with a heart that was slowly repaired. Now the acoustic strings hum in the corner, and the world wants to rush to the light. Maybe staying right here is a choice too. Some decisions take all evening tonight.
Ambition is a restless kind of neighbor.
He knocks on every window in the dark.
He tells you that the grass is always greener
Across the ocean or across the park. But contentment isn't standing still, it's knowing when the cup is full enough. I don't need a bigger skyline to be happy, I just need to trust the simple stuff. Is it growth if it breaks what is working?
Is it bravery or just being scared?
I have lived in this chair
Through 3 seasons with a heart
that was slowly repaired. Now the acoustic strings hum in the corner, and the world wants to rush to the light. Maybe staying right here is a choice too. Some decisions take all evening tonight. The domino slides back into the drawer. I close the laptop screen and turn the page. I think I'll make another cup of tea. I think I'll finally act my own age. Just me, the quiet, and the room. I am staying right here.
A loose iron grate clatters twice down on 5th, where the night bus slows down for the curve. You've been pacing the hallway since 8:30, losing every last drop of your nerve.
There's a half-empty mug sitting next to your boots, and 3 open tabs on your phone. You don't have to solve every single mistake before you can call this your own. Put down the marker, set down the tape.
Nothing is forcing
A sudden escape. Take a deep breath while the tea is still hot. You're doing just fine with the time that you've got.
So leave your
Packing tape behind for tonight.
sit on the rug.
In the warm amber light, I know you feel like you're falling behind, but you're right on schedule in my kind of mind. We've got acoustic strings, 2 paper cups. We've got all evening to pick ourselves up.
The tires splash soft through a puddle below as the midnight traffic turns sparse.
You keep asking if moving away to the coast would fix where you think that you are.
I've seen you brave through 100 cold starts.
I've seen you make sense of the gloom. The city outside isn't taking your space. There's plenty of grace in this room.
Put down the marker,
Set down the tape,
nothing is forcing.
a sudden escape. Take a deep breath while the tea is still hot. You're doing just fine with the time that you've got.
So leave your
Packing tape behind for tonight. Sit on the rug in the warm amber light. I know you feel like you're falling behind, but you're right on schedule in my kind of mind. We've got acoustic strings, 2 paper cups. We've got all evening to pick ourselves up. You don't have to prove that you're stronger than rust, or turn every doubt in your heart into dust. Just give it till Sunday, let everything cool. You don't have to break under every old rule.
So leave your packing tape behind for tonight.
Sit on the rug in the warm amber light. I know you feel like you're falling behind, but you're right on schedule in my kind of mind. We've got acoustic strings, 2 paper cups. We've got all evening to pick ourselves up. Just sit for a minute, leave the boxes right there. There's no hurry at all, the light's still right here. Leave the tape behind, we've got time.
Damp rosemary and roasted pecans float through the open screen of the alley workshop door. Clara sets her copper soldering iron down, sweeping cedar sawdust off the pine floor.
Behind her, Julian tunes a hollow body wood guitar, counting frets with a thumb worn smooth by years. Neither speaks a word while the night runs long, drowning out the traffic till the city clears.
She hands him a brass nut, polished clean.
He gives her a half smile through the steam. They do not need a loud promise made out loud, just 2 quiet shadows in the evening crowd.
And the acoustic wood rings sweet and low, vibrating through the floorboards as the street lamps glow.
2 sets of hands making something to last,
Holding on to steady while the world moves fast.
no big declarations under neon light, just 2 chairs beside the radiator tonight. adjusts the peg until the sound turns warm, while she oils the hinges on an old wooden frame. Outside, an electric delivery cart glides past, silent as a whisper through the autumn rain. She checks the time on her analog watch, passed down from her uncle back in 2010. He plays a 4-chord loop that she knows by heart, then pauses at the turn to start again. She hands him a rag wipe, clean of grease. He plays a soft cadence full of peace. They do not need a bright sign above the door, just the steady pulse of a wooden floor. And the acoustic wood rings sweet and low, vibrating through the floorboards as the street lamps glow. Two sets of hands making something to last, holding on to steady while the world moves fast. No big declarations under neon light, just two chairs beside the radiator. Tonight, the city outside trades its quiet for speed, chasing every shiny thing it thinks it needs. But in the small corner where the timber stays dry, they build a slow rhythm as the hours go by. A silver spool of wire, a resonancy, finding where they belong in the harmony. And the acoustic wood rings sweet and low, vibrating through the floorboards as the street lamps glow. Two sets of hands making something to last, holding on to steady while the world moves fast. No big declarations under neon light, just two chairs beside the radiator. Tonight, Julian packs the guitar in its worn brass case. Clara turns the desk lamp down real low. Two shadows standing in the doorway now, watching soft drizzle turn to mist real slow. Two chairs beside the radiator, still warm, still warm, still warm.
An uninvited memory snaps the quiet, right where the dust motes drift across the rug.
The smart speaker hums a faint ambient bass line, while I wrap my fingers round a ceramic mug.
The wall projector casts a low lilac shadow
Across the hallway frame where your silhouette used to stand. The projector flickers softly on the wall, a tiny spark before the teardrops fall. Everything is steady till the quiet breaks and shows the little space that missing you makes. And it's a wide shot of the living room floor, an abandoned book beside the balcony door. The acoustic picking slow in a minor key, while the projection light paints a scene of you and me.
Just a frame paused
mid-shot in the static air, holding on to someone who is no longer there.
The steam curls up from cold chamomile brew,
Pin left to the jacket that I lent to you.
it hangs on the back of a canvas stool.
Underneath the glow of the smart lamp cool,
The silence was a blanket
till that single thought broke every quiet moment that I bought.
zooming on the table where the keys lie flat.
Zoom out on the corner where the old dock sat.
Every lens angle tells a story so clear
of a home that stays ready for you to appear. No sudden noise, just an idea so sharp it pulls on the strings like an old brass harp. And it's a wide shot of the living room floor, an abandoned book beside the balcony door, the acoustic picking slow in a minor key, while the projection light paints a scene of you and me.
Just a frame paused
mid-shot in the static air, holding on to someone who is no longer there. The thaw settles down like ash on the floor, fade out slowly on the locked front door. The choir returns, but it isn't the same now that the camera holds your name. Quiet returns in the soft lilac light, and scene. Good night.
How many times can a tea bag steep before the water gives up? The ceramic handle is cold against my thumb again. My screen dims to 10% while a notification floats by. Some stranger's cat doing flips in a kitchen I will never visit.
My left foot is asleep inside a yellow wool sock, and I'm thinking about the guy who fixes bicycles down on 8th, wondering if he ever misses his hometown, or if he just likes the sound of spokes turning in the rain.
Thoughts keep drifting like dust in the window light,
one thought landing on the next without asking why.
I was supposed to reply to your message an hour ago, but I got caught up wondering where lost keys go.
And my mind is a room with the windows left wide, taking in every noise from the city outside. A radiator hums, a bus air brake squeals. I am just sitting right here, feeling everything it feels. No straight line to follow, no big final scene, just the warm middle spaces lingering in between. Did you know pineapples take 2 whole years to grow? I read that on a forum while my toast was getting dark. Now my butter is melting in uneven yellow pools, and I remember how we used to break the middle school rules by skipping the track lap to hide behind the bleachers. A jacket was red, or maybe it was orange. The hinge on the screen door always needed grease. Funny how the brain picks what to keep and what to release. Thoughts keep drifting like dust in the window light, one thought landing on the next without asking why. I was supposed to leave the house 20 minutes back, but I am watching a spider trace a hardwood crack. And my mind is a room with the windows left wide, taking in every noise from the city outside. A radiator hums, a bus air brake squeals. I am just sitting right here, feeling everything it feels. No straight line to follow, no big final scene, just the warm middle spaces lingering in between. If I do not answer now, will the moment dissolve? Not every puzzle in the world was meant to be solved. The neighbor steps heavy on the staircase overhead. I trace the blue thread sticking out of the bed, from bicycle spokes to the price of oat milk, to the way your voice softened on that call last week. It all flows together when do not try to speak. And my mind is a room with the windows left wide, taking in every noise from the city outside. A radiator hums, a bus air brakes squeals. I am just sitting right here, feeling everything it feels. No straight line to follow, no big final scene, just the warm middle spaces lingering in between. The tea is completely cold now. The silver plane cuts a quiet line through the glass. I press send on the text. I stand up. I let the second thought pass.
A bentwood chair sinks its full weight into the rug while I sit down to drop a line to you. You're 14, hiding in a denim hug, afraid of everything you have to do.
You think the silence in the hall means you failed. You count the cracks along the bedroom floor. You keep your nervous little shoulders jailed and watch the handle on the front screen door.
I know you're holding your breath for the shift, waiting for someone to tell you you're good.
I know you treat every compliment like a gift
You never thought you deserved or understood. Put down the worries you carry today.
We make it out to the other side clear.
The things that you lost were just clearing away,
and all of your softest ambitions are here.
You don't need to hurry to grow up so fast.
The future is kinder than anyone said. The hardest part stays in the past.
So lay down your head. I see you sitting on the curb at dusk with worn out headphones playing static loops.
You think your awkwardness is just a husky.
You're scared of missing all the social groups. You saved up $30 for a coat
You thought would make you look a little older.
You swallowed every lump inside your throat
And carry winter on your skinny shoulder.
I know you're holding your breath for the shift, waiting for someone to tell you you're good.
I know you treat every compliment like a gift
You never thought you deserved or understood. Put down the worries you carry today.
We make it out to the other side clear.
The things that you lost were just clearing the way,
And all of your softest ambitions are here.
You don't need to hurry to grow up so fast.
The future is kinder than anyone said. The hardest part stays in the past.
So lay down your head. I wish I could send this across 15 years.
Slide it right under your locked bedroom door.
Tell you you'll laugh without all of those fears.
And you won't feel invisible anymore. You'll find your own rhythm, you'll paint your own walls, you'll buy your own coffee and like how it tastes. Nothing is wasted when everything falls. None of those tears were a waste.
Put down the worries you carry today.
We make it out to the other side clear.
The things that you lost were just clearing the way,
And all of your softest ambitions are here.
You don't need to hurry to grow up so fast.
The future is kinder than anyone said. The hardest part stays in the past.
So lay down your head.
A bentwood chair holds me upright right tonight. I'm doing okay, kid, I promise we're fine. You made it through to the light. You made it to 29.
Peach-colored glow bleeds through the laundromat window, refracting off the chrome of dryer 4. You pull a faded sweater from your duffel and drop a stray coin onto the tile floor. I pick it up and hand it back in silence until you turn and ask me for the time. I tell you 7:20 on a Tuesday, and you smile like you just saved a dime. We don't know each other's last names or where we're heading when the cycle stops. Just two people waiting out the evening, listening to the heavy soapy drops. And you say, isn't it strange how we spend our lives running? I reply, I think I ran 3 miles off track. Tell me your sister moved down to Seattle. I tell you I'm thinking of not looking back. It's a 20-minute window with a friendly stranger. Nothing left to hide and no defense to hold. Just a quiet conversation in the peach-colored light, keeping out the winter cold. You tell me about your job at the archive, dusting off books from 1948. I tell you about my apartment full of boxes and how I always manage to be late. You laugh a soft laugh, folding up a towel. Punctuality is overrated anyway. There's a strange relief in telling all your secrets to somebody who leaves at end of day. We don't know each other's backstories or who we were before we walked inside. Just two people sitting on plastic chairs with nothing left to try and hide. And you say, isn't it strange how we spend our lives running? I reply, I think I ran 3 miles off track. You tell me your sister moved down to Seattle. I tell you I'm thinking of not looking back. It's a 20-minute window with a friendly stranger. Nothing left to hide, no defense to hold. Just a quiet conversation in the peach-colored light, keeping out the winter cold. The buzzer sounds loud and clear across the room, breaking the spell of our tiny temporary world. You gather up your stack of folded denim. I pack away my wool socks, soft and curled. You reach the door and pause beside the window, turning back to say, I hope you find your way. And you said, isn't it strange how we spend our lives running? I reply, I think I ran 3 miles off track. You tell me your sister moved down to Seattle. I tell you I'm thinking of not looking back. It's a 20-minute window with a friendly stranger. Nothing left to hide, no defense to hold. Just a quiet conversation in the peach-colored light, keeping out the winter cold. The door clicks shut, the bell rings light. I walk out into the evening air. The stranger gave me back my center just by sitting in the plastic chair. Peach-colored light on dryer 4. A stranger at the laundromat door. You told me yesterday that pigeons always sleep in pairs beneath the bridge. So I looked up while crossing 5th and saw 4 feathers on the ledge. A paper cup with 3 sip marks, a golden retriever wearing socks, and someone's house key tied with string sitting on an electrical box. I never noticed how the city moves in tiny bits of soft proof.
Everything is pointing back to you.
There's a yellow sticker on a rusty bike,
A green light holding for a second too long.
a stranger whistling a song I like,
A silver coin in a copper bowl. I'm collecting these ordinary clues today, just to tell you when I get home tonight.
The barista drew a crooked heart. The plant shop dumped 3 cracked clay pots. A digital billboard glitching out left blue dots on the parking lot.
The neighbor's cat is on the hood of a hatchback painted minty green, and 2 school kids in oversized coats are sharing a bag of nectarine.
I never noticed how the city moves in tiny bits of soft proof.
Everything keeps pointing back to you. There's a
Yellow sticker on a rusty bike,
a green light holding for a second too long. A stranger whistling a song I like, a silver coin in a copper bowl. I'm collecting these ordinary clues today, just to tell you when I get home tonight.
You said the world is full of secret knots.
If you learn to slow your walk in stride,
Now every corner holds a quiet thought.
I wanna keep inside my pocket on the ride. There's a yellow sticker on a rusty bike, a green light holding for a second too long. A stranger whistling a song I like, a silver coin in a copper bowl. I'm collecting these ordinary clues today, just to tell you when I get home tonight. Pigeons in pairs under the bridge, 4 small feathers on the ledge. I'm almost home. I'm almost home.
Heavy brush wool against my wrist as I pull the coat off from the back of the shelf. The nubby ribbon holds a knot in its weave where you fix the zipper by yourself.
Suddenly the quiet room dissolves away. I'm standing on the platform in the drizzle, holding your sleeve while the city hums.
10 years fading, half a second flat, just from rubbing thread against my palm.
I can hear the streetcar grinding on the iron rail. I can
Feel the cold air turning calm.
Your jacket still remembers the rain.
The way the water beat it on the shoulder seam.
We were 21 and broke inside a golden dream, sitting on the bench until the midnight train.
It is crazy how a pocket full of lint and thread
Brings back every single word you said. Your jacket still remembers the rain. I slide 2 fingers down the padded cuff and find the faint trace of lavender balm. You used to keep a silver tin inside the lining to keep your shivering knuckles warm.
Now I see the flickering sign above the corner shop. You bought 2 steaming cups of cinnamon tea and laughed because you spilled some on your sleeve.
10 years fading, half a second flat, just from rubbing thread against my palm. I can hear the streetcar grinding on the iron rail. I can feel the cold air turning calm. Your jacket still remembers the rain.
The way the water beat it on the shoulder seam.
We were 21 crazy how a pocket full of lint and thread brings back every single word you say. Your jacket still remembers the rain.
I fold the collar back and hold it close. It smells like old pine needles and winter air.
We grew up and went our separate ways without a single bitter thing to bear.
Though the present is a quiet place to be,
This woven moment stays with you and me.
heavy brush wool against my wrist,
I place it gently back inside the dark,
leaving the storm right where it belongs.
soft thread beneath my fingertips, just a quiet memory.
The digital 5 blinks on the low nightstand as I trace the outline of a future hand. It's 15 years ahead and the room is quiet. A house built slow out of peace and silence.
We have a small porch where the sweet peas grow, and an old gray cat that sleeps real low. I can see your smile with a few gray threads, and the light falling soft on our unmade bed.
We aren't there yet,
We're just 23,
counting up the miles in our old sedan.
but when I close my eyes I can clearly see how the years will shape us into who we can. I hear the kettle singing on a quiet Tuesday morning. I see the sunlight spilling on the kitchen floor. No rush to run, no sudden storm or warning, just your worn out slippers by the garden door. If this is where the road is leading us to go, then take my time. I wanna travel slow.
The digital 5 shifts into 501, and the rain outside starts to lose its run.
I imagine us sitting on a wooden bench with a wooden box and an iron wrench,
Fixing up the latch on the greenhouse gate, talking about the dinners that we used to make back when we bought groceries on 20 bucks, back when we were living on hope and luck.
We aren't there yet, we're still figuring out how to pay the rent and keep the light on bright.
But every single step leaves no room for doubt
that we're heading straight for that future light. I hear the kettle singing on a quiet Tuesday morning. I see the sunlight spilling on the kitchen floor. No rush to run, no sudden storm or warning, just your worn out slippers by the garden door.
If this is where the road is leading
Us to go,
then take my time.
I wanna travel slow.
We don't need a grand design,
Just a little plot of earth and time.
some worn ceramic plates, a cedar shelf,
I'm loving you until I forget myself.
a simple life where the hours stay sweet and
Grass grows up to our bare feet. I hear the kettle singing on a quiet Tuesday morning. I see the sunlight spilling on the kitchen floor. No rush to run, no sudden storm or warning, just your worn out slippers by the garden door.
if this is where the road is leading
Us to go, then take my time. I wanna travel slow. The clock ticks on in the dark right now. We'll get to 30
enamel pinecone button spins across the maple grain until it stops. I count the little notches on its rim and hear the kettle hit its final drop. Nobody is watching what I choose today. No screen is blinking red to make me move. I sit here with my hands inside my lap, just measuring the quiet in the room. I spent 3 years rushing into every open door, scared that staying still meant getting left behind. Now I watch the steam rise up against the kitchen wall, learning how to give my racing thoughts some time. Maybe I don't need to build a whole new life tonight. Maybe changing slowly isn't slipping out of sight. I can let the tea cool down, I can let the city spin around. There is nothing wrong with taking space to figure out what I actually care about. I unbend a little loop of silver wire, stretching out the curves to make it straight. My inbox is a forest full of noise, but none of those demands are worth the wait. I used to think that peace was something earned after every single project reached the end. Now I see it sitting on the tabletop, like a patient, unpretentious friend. I spent 3 years rushing into every open door, scared that staying still meant getting left behind. Now I watch the steam rise up against the kitchen wall, learning how to give my racing thoughts some time. Maybe I don't need to build a whole new life tonight. Maybe changing slowly isn't slipping out of sight. I can let the tea cool down, I can let the city spin around. There is nothing wrong with taking space to figure out what I actually care about. The sunlight shifts 2 inches to the right. It warms my knuckle where I hold the spoon. I don't need a blueprint for 29. I just need to finish up this afternoon. No loud announcement, no dramatic change, just turning down the noise inside my brain. Maybe I don't need to build a whole new life tonight. Maybe changing slowly isn't slipping out of sight. I can let the tea cool down, I can let the city spin around. There is nothing wrong with taking space to figure out what I actually care about. The pinecone button rests beside my phone. I pick it up and slip it in my coat. I am doing fine right here alone. I am doing fine on my own. Skateboard slap against the curb, reverberates through your window frame. You've been staring at the wall for hours, trying to remember your own name. Your coffee sits cold inside the mug, your shoulders pinched up against your neck. You don't have to fix the future tonight, or put your whole life back in check. So leave the inbox unread on your desk. I brought my guitar, just let your mind rest. Sit here until the quiet comes. You don't have to run until you break. We can watch
watch the shadows slowly stretch across every choice you didn't make. I know the world moves too fast for you, it moves too fast for me as well.
So sit right here beside me
Now and rest inside this little spell.
Sweeper hums down the avenue, splashing wet bristles against the stone.
You keep apologizing for your tears, like you're supposed to
Carry this alone.
I said 2 glasses on the low side table, poured out cold water with a slice of lime.
Nobody is keeping score on us,
We still have plenty of time.
so leave your phone on the kitchen tile.
Let the rush outside fade out for a while. Sit here until the quiet comes. You don't have to run until you break. We can watch the shadows slowly stretch across every choice you didn't make. I know the world moves too fast for you, it moves too fast for me as well.
So sit right here beside me
Me now and rest inside this little spell.
We spent years trying to prove our worth
To people who barely know our names, trading our sleep for another goal, playing everybody else's games. But you are my friend when the curtain falls, when the screen goes black and the city calls. Sit here until the quiet comes. You don't have to run until you break. We can watch the shadows slowly stretch across every choice you didn't make. I know the world moves too fast for you, it moves too fast for me as well.
So sit
Right here beside me now and rest inside this little spell. Just sit right here.
The wheels roll the way down the street.
2 old friends and 4 bare feet. Just sit right here.
Crushed cedar bark and rain-soaked spruce drift through the basement screen. Arthur bends over his work table, smoothing a corner of silk and green.
He traces the coastline of 50 years ago, where the ink is turned to gold in the quiet glow.
Maya brings coffee in a chipped blue mug, leaves it on the shelf by the braided rug.
She doesn't ask if he'll finish by tonight.
She just tilts the lamp to give him extra light.
And the thread goes in, the thread goes through, binding up the old world into something new. They don't say much while the afternoon bends, just 2 careful hands making gentle amends to the frayed edges left behind.
The scent of pine glue warms against the radiator coil as he sands down a patch where the
Paper caught some oil. Maya sits nearby, sorting copper rivets in a dish. Neither one speaking of a bigger wish.
they let the rhythm of the room
Do the work.
She brings a damp cloth to press the seam, living right inside of a simple dream.
He catches her eye for a second or two
And remembers what
patience is supposed to do. And the thread goes in, the thread goes through, binding up the old world into something new. They don't say much while the afternoon bends, just 2 careful hands making gentle amends to the frayed edges left behind. Outside, the neighborhood hums with 4 o'clock trains, drying off the sidewalks after heavy April rains. Inside, the slow work takes all the time it needs. No promises spoken, just small, quiet deeds. Arthur knots the corner, cuts the linen clean. Maya sets the atlas on the shelf in between. Crushed cedar bark still drifts across the floor as she softly locks the workshop door.
Silence holds the high ceiling until a question strikes out of nowhere. The apartment is frozen mid-breath, without a single sound in the air.
A sudden thought breaks the quiet, loud as a drop on glass. I see you sitting right there in the shadow, where the street lights pass. You are twisting your silver ring against the kitchen counter ledge, and I was standing 2 feet back, bounced right on the edge. The dust motes float through the warm amber beam like slow motion film from a half-forgotten dream. My fingers stay paused on the wooden guitar neck, tracing the space that we left in the wreck. This is the scene where the camera holds still, 2 shadows waiting on the windowsill. The electric heater hums low in the room, soft orange light washing away the gloom. And for 3 quiet minutes nobody speaks, just the gentle frame of your pale, warm cheeks.
Outside, the rooftop garden sways under a purple sky. Smart glass windows tinting down as the evening train goes by.
Your canvas sneakers rested flat on the faded woven rug.
Steam rising slowly from a chipped ceramic mug.
That single memory cut through the hush like a neon thread, rewinding every unspoken word that we should have said. The dust motes float through the warm amber beam like slow motion film from a half-forgotten dream. My fingers stay paused on the wooden guitar neck, tracing the space that we left in the wreck. This is the scene where the camera holds still, 2 shadows waiting on the windowsill. The electric heater hums low in the room, soft orange light washing away the gloom. And for 3 quiet minutes nobody speaks, just the gentle frame of your pale, warm cheeks.
Focus the lens on the crease in your sleeve, on the
Half-open door where you didn't leave.
zoom in on the teacup sitting side by side on the
Tiny pockets where we used to hide.
Every frame is golden, preserved in the dusk,
Scented with rainwater, amber, and musk. Silence settles back into the quiet room, soft orange light fading into the gloom. The thought slips away,
but the image remains.
just rain on the glass and light on the panes.
Stillness returning,
Gentle and deep.
the to keep. Where does the noise go when the room finally settles? Is it hiding in the curtains or sinking in the floorboards? I was looking at my phone screen in the dim blue glow. Then my mind jumped back to a trip 3 Julys ago.
Wearing cheap yellow sunglasses in a rented car, eating lukewarm peaches on the shoulder of the highway. Now my coffee is cold, but I'm still holding the mug, watching Desmo spin in a quiet little hug.
Thoughts keep drifting like smoke through a screen.
One leads to another, then leaves the scene.
I don't know what I'm looking for
Right now, just standing in the kitchen trying to figure out how. And I don't need a single neat conclusion tonight, just the hum of the fridge and the low lamp light. We spend all our 20s trying to catalog the spark, while the quiet just sits here and breathes in the dark. It moves through my head like a river of glass,
asking where the time goes
when it moves so fast. Why do I still remember your old house passcode 7419 like a key to a ghost town? My roommate left a sticky note about oat milk, and I wondered if migratory birds ever get tired. There's a loose thread pulling on the hem of my sleeve. If I tug it any harder, will the whole sweater leave? I should reply to messages buried in my feed, but thinking about replying takes more energy than I need.
Thoughts keep drifting like smoke through a screen.
One leads to another, then leaves the scene.
I don't know what I'm looking for right now,
just standing in the kitchen trying to figure out how. And I don't need a single neat conclusion tonight, just the hum of the fridge and the low lamp light. We spend all our 20s trying to catalog the spark, while the quiet just sits here and breathes in the dark. It moves through my head like a river of glass,
asking where the time goes
when it moves so fast.
Maybe the answers are hiding on a shelf.
Maybe every question just unwinds by itself.
From 22 to 28, from running late to holding weight.
My brain is an open window with the curtain blowing back, a train of thought skipping off a forgotten track.
And I don't need a
Single neat conclusion tonight, just the hum of the fridge and the low lamp light. We spend all our 20s trying to catalog the spark, while the quiet just sits here and breathes in the dark. It moves through my head like a river of glass,
asking where the time goes
when it moves so fast. Where does the noise go when it leaves the wall?
Down through the floor,
Nowhere at all.
still standing in the kitchen with the cold ceramic cup.
Just a thought drifting by, letting it wrap up.
My thrifted swivel chair digs deep into carpet, holding 26 full years of gravity and skin. I I'm sitting where I promised you I would never end up, reading old saved messages from where we both begin.
You were crying on the hallway floor at midnight. Sure, the world was shrinking to a needle point of grief. If I could reach across the wireless signal between us, I would hand you back your breath and give you some relief.
You thought the panic was a permanent apartment. You thought your chest would always feel this tight.
I am writing to you from a Tuesday evening where everything turned out alright.
Dear 17, stop staring at the ceiling.
You make it out beyond that bedroom wall.
The girl you loved will leave, but you keep breathing,
and better love will find you through it all.
put down the phone,
Unlock the corner window. The future isn't heavy like you think.
you
are gonna build a life you actually like.
one simple day, one easy drink. Remember how you hated how your hands looked? Now they plant yellow pansies in the spring.
Remember how you hid inside an oversized sweater? Now we walk in sunlight and we do not hide a thing.
You worried every silence meant a bad ending, that nobody was ever gonna stay.
I have 3 good friends downstairs making dinner, and we laughed about our messy lives today.
You thought the panic was a permanent apartment.
You thought your chest would always feel this tight. I am writing to you from a Tuesday evening where everything turned out alright.
Dear 17,
Stop staring at the ceiling. You make it out beyond that bedroom wall.
the girl you loved will leave,
But you keep breathing, and better love will find you through it all. Put down the phone, unlock the corner window. The future isn't heavy like you think. You are gonna build a life you actually like.
one simple day, one easy drink. I know you will not believe me, but you were drowning in the dark.
While every small mistake feels like a scar.
You think you have to fix yourself before you get to live,
But you are doing fine just where you are. You survive the dark. You survive the dark.
My thrifted swivel chair digs deep into carpet,
And I am staying right here in the warm.
you made it through, kid. You made it through the storm. You made it through. Coarse waffle weave cotton catches on my fingernail when I pull the thrifted sleeve down over my wrist. Suddenly I am 19 again on the ferry rail, watching salt water turn into silver mist.
You were leaning back against the painted iron gate, wearing this exact same faded olive shade, laughing at the weather while the boat ran late, before the quiet promises began to fade.
It's strange how an old thread holds a whole forgotten year.
I pull on the yarn and you appear.
We were woven
Into cold October afternoons, matching steps along the wet gravel street, singing along to forgotten acoustic tunes, finding places where the coast and timber meet.
I haven't thought of your voice in 1,000
all your little ways.
Soft lint rolled up in the deep right pocket, alongside a paper ticket from a film we didn't finish.
My thumb traces where the seams start to lock it. Time makes the sharp edges shrink and diminish.
You gave me this jacket when the wind
Picked up, left it in my backseat when you moved out west.
now I'm drinking.
Pour over from a ceramic cup, wearing your ghost tucked against my chest.
It's strange how a fabric keeps the shape of someone's spine.
I stretch out the collar and you are mine. We were woven into cold October afternoons, matching steps along the wet gravel street, singing along to forgotten acoustic tunes, finding places where the coast and timber meet. I haven't thought of your voice in 1,000 days, but this rough wool remembers all your little ways.
No photos saved on my phone screen,
No bookmarks on my feet,
just 30% acrylic and
70% wool. It doesn't ask for answers,
it doesn't state a need.
it just takes my quiet evening
and gives it a
gentle pull. We were woven into cold October afternoons, matching steps along the wet gravel street, singing along to forgotten acoustic tunes, finding places where the coast and timber meet. I haven't thought of your voice in 1,000 days, but this rough wool remembers all your little ways.
Corks, waffle, weave, cotton under my thumb,
The ferry rail is gone,
but the memories come.
faded olive shade, warm in the chill, just an old sweater standing still.
A digital 3 lingers on the bedside clock while the city sleeps 6 floors below. I close my eyes and step 10 summers ahead to a quiet house where the shadows grow.
We will have a worn oak table in a sunlit room, and a porch that creaks when the breezes blow.
It hasn't happened yet, it's just a quiet dream,
But I can picture every little detail in the scene. Someday when we're older and our hair turns gray, we'll sit on the porch at the end of the day.
we'll laugh at the years when we barely made rent,
Counting up the moments that were so well spent. I can see the kitchen with the yellow tiles, 10 years down the road, stretching out for miles.
a glowing 450 on the kitchen stove in an apartment that we haven't
Rented yet. I imagine you making tea at 6:30 in a woolen sweater that you never forget.
There are potted ferns
Lining up the window ledge,
and a pair of rescue dogs
sleeping by the hedge.
It's all an easy outline sketched inside
My mind, the simplest kind of future that I wanna find. Someday when we're older and our hair turns gray, we'll sit on the porch at the end of the day.
We'll laugh at the years when we barely made rent,
Counting up the moments kitchen with the yellow tiles. 10 years down the road, stretching out for miles.
We don't need a fortune or a palace on a hill,
Just a kettle on a burner that is never standing still.
just your hand in mine when the winter comes along.
In a peaceful place where we both belong.
The number 3 blinks softly in the current room. The future's far away,
But it's coming soon. I turn to you and whisper in the dark, we've got a long way left to start.
This scratch brass thimble spins against the corner of my wooden table. I tap my thumb to check the time and tell myself that I am able to sit right here and not press call, to let the quiet take the floor. I count the scratches on the rim and wonder what I bought it for.
My thumb keeps tracing every groove, my mind is racing. 3 steps back, I built a fortress out of dust, and now I'm looking for the crack. I speak in whispers to myself before the early city hums, trying to convince my heavy heart that something better always comes.
I don't need to save every shadow,
I don't need to hold every line.
I just need to stay
In this kitchen and let the silver moment shine. The tea is cooled down to a standstill, my laptop screen is sleeping gray. I wonder if you're getting up or if you're already miles away. I thought I needed every answer stitched together neat and tight, but maybe keeping things unfolded is how I get through one more night. My thumb keeps tracing every groove, my mind is racing. 3 steps back, I built a fortress out of dust, and now I'm looking for the crack. I speak in whispers to myself before the early city hums, trying to convince my heavy heart that something better always comes.
I don't need to save every shadow,
I don't need to hold every line.
I just need to stay.
Stay in this kitchen and let the silver moment shine. It's funny how a tiny piece of metal can keep my fingers grounded here.
While all the noise inside my chest decides to slowly disappear.
Now breathing deep, I let it go.
The room is soft, the light is clear.
The thimble stops its spinning now, I leave it right beside my keys. The house is quiet, warm and still, and I am slowly at my ease. Just me and this wooden table, just me and the quiet breeze.
A rogue thought drops into the quiet, striking like a pebble on a frozen lake. Shadows stretch across the cedar floor, and underneath the ambient projector glow.
Your jacket hangs beside the kitchen counter, sleeve still twisted from the way you pulled it off. The smart blinds hum against the balcony glass, filtering the blue neon from down
Dust motes floating in a yellow beam, everything paused in a mid-frame scene.
I can hear the ice drop in my glass, counting down the seconds as they pass.
We left the dust lamp burning through the midnight shift,
catching every movement in a warm, slow drift.
Paper coffee cups stacked up
like architectural plans,
tracing out the future
on the palms of our hands.
It's just a snapshot frozen on an optic lens,
where the story stops and where the night begins.
Stray thought cuts right through the static, waking up the room before the clock turns 3.
Your half-filled sketchbook sits beside the sofa, pencil charcoal smudged along the outer margin key.
Outside the window, magnetic shuttles glide,
silent silver ribbons in the misty air.
I watch the soft orange halo of the charging pad
reflect against the tangled threads of your hair.
Dust motes floating in a yellow beam, everything paused in a mid-frame scene.
I can hear the ice drop in my glass, counting down the seconds as they pass.
We left the dust lamp
burning through the midnight shift, catching every movement in a warm, slow drift.
Paper coffee cups stacked up
like architectural plans,
tracing out the future
on the palms of our hands.
It's just a snapshot
frozen on an optic lens, where the story stops and where the night begins.
Zooming in on faded denim on the entryway rug,
a half-read paperback tucked inside a ceramic mug.
The camera holds a wide shot while the soundtrack fades,
leaving only breath inside these muted shades.
No loud crescendo,
no dramatic scene,
just 2 silhouettes against a warm screen.
The desk lamp flickers once and then stays bright,
holding us together
in the golden light.
Stillness settles back
onto the floor. You shift in your sleep beside the balcony door.
Why do the street lamps turn on before the sky gives up? My tea turned cold 3 thoughts ago, sitting in a chipped yellow cup.
There's a small smudge of graphite on my index finger, and your socks are still sitting on the back of the sofa. And I keep forgetting if I locked the front door or if I just thought about locking it.
The radiator hums like an old accordion, my mind is jumping 5 steps ahead again.
From what we're having for dinner tomorrow to where the trees get tired of standing up,
everything drifts in a warm little spiral,
finger picking strings on a Tuesday night.
I don't need the answers to make any sense,
just the weight of your shoulder in the golden light.
We're taking the long way around every sentence,
letting the quiet fill up the space,
one random thought at a time.
Did you know whales can hear each other across oceans? Anyway, I washed the basil leaves like you asked. There's a sticker on the window from 3 summers back, peeling at the edge, half translucent. And I wonder if the guy who sold us this rug ever thinks about where it landed. The ambient synth on my phone keeps looping. My thoughts are just water filling up a groove, tracing the outline of your thumb against my palm, forgetting what I came into the kitchen to do. Everything drifts in a warm little spiral, finger picking strings on a Tuesday night. I don't need the answers to make any sense, just the weight of your shoulder in the golden light.
We're taking the long way around every sentence,
letting the quiet fill up the space, one random thought at a time.
Is it strange how memories smell like wool sweaters,
or how time stretches out when you're watching dough rise?
we're thinking about my second grade teacher, then about how fast
The subway moves under the river. Then I looked at you and forgot the whole list.
why do the street lamps turn on so early?
It doesn't matter much anyway. Soft cotton sleeve against my wrist, breathing out, just one random thought at a time.
Tungsten amber coats the late train platform, reflecting off the puddle near your boots. You turn and ask if 23 is running, and I reply while brushing off my coat.
We talk about the cold that came too early, how October feels like winter in the dark.
You hold a paper cup of lukewarm tea,
I nod along to stories about your sister in Dundee.
it's funny how two lives can overlap
Without a name or map, we are just two shadows sharing 10 quiet minutes, finding warmth inside a stranger's gentle tone. The world keeps spinning fast outside the station, but for a moment neither one of us is alone.
Apricot reflections shift to violet as headlight beams cut through the foggy air.
You say you're heading back to change your major. I tell you that I quit my job this spring.
You laugh a real laugh,
Clear and unexpected,
and say the scariest part is starting over new.
we are just two shadows sharing 10 quiet minutes, finding warmth inside a stranger's gentle tone. The world keeps spinning fast outside the station, but for a moment neither one of us is alone.
There is no need to exchange any numbers,
No reason to pretend this turns to more.
just a golden spark of human conversation.
Before the screeching metal hits the floor, the doors slide open with the rush of wind. You step inside and give a friendly wave. Tungsten amber fades into the distance. Take care out there, whatever road you say.
This tiny green glass marble rose across the scratches on my desk. I watch the trapped air bubble shift inside his frozen miniature nest.
I should be packing up my life. Instead I tilt the wooden tray, thinking how 3 whole years of us just slowly softened into gray.
The moving boxes line the hall. They wait for decisions I haven't made yet. I hear the city buzz outside, a rhythm I know I will never forget.
I don't need a grand revelation. I don't need the room to forgive. Just a pocket-sized piece of the quiet and a softer direction to live.
I can let go of the big things.
I can leave all the heavy behind, while this little sphere catches the lamplight and clears out the noise in my mind.
My coffee's growing cold beside a list of calls I ought to make. The notifications on my screen keep buzzing for my own good sake.
But I just trace the tiny curve, remembering where I picked it up, beside the tide pool in July, before we emptied out our cup. The moving boxes line the hall. They wait for decisions I haven't made yet. I hear the city buzz outside, a rhythm I know I will never forget. I don't need a grand revelation. I don't need the room to forgive. Just a pocket-sized piece of quiet and a softer direction to live. I can let go of the big things. I can leave all the heavy behind, while this little sphere catches the lamplight and clears out the noise in my mind.
Maybe staying still is a choice, not just a failure to move. Maybe I'm finding my voice
And the quietest part of the groove. I drop the glass into my coat, a small weight to anchor the spin. It settles deep down in my pocket. I pick up the tape and the keys. Just a small green glass world, and the quietest kind of release.
A delivery scooter rattles across the asphalt grid, echoing up 6 floors right into your quiet room. You are sitting on the rug with your knees pulled in, trying to fix a heart that ran out of room.
The tea bag has been steeping way too long. Your phone is face down, blinking blue and dim. You do not have to tell me where it went wrong. Just let the heavy air door.
Put your head on my shoulder, let the city hum. We do not need a single answer for the things to come.
I brought 3 vintage records and a loaf of bread
to clear out all the clutter spinning in your head.
You are safe with me.
You do not have to shine.
Take all the quiet you need from mine.
A car horn soft in the foggy lane blends into the acoustic chord I play for you. You trace a little circle on a window pane,
Watching the traffic lights turn from green to blue.
you spent all week trying to prove your worth to people who do not see how bright you burn.
So set down the weight of the heavy earth. This is a corner where you do not have to earn.
The world moves fast on the avenue below,
Trading big dreams for places to go.
but we can just stay right here on the floor.
Locking out whatever is waiting at the door.
Put your head on my shoulder,
Let the city hum.
we do not need a single answer
For the things to come, I brought 3 vintage records and a loaf of bread
to clear out all the clutter.
spinning in your head. You are safe with me.
You do not have to
Shine. Take all the quiet you need from mine.
years from now, when we look back
On this,
it will not be the stress or the calls that we missed.
it will be the cold rain tapping on glass,
Knowing that every hard season will pass.
you are my best friend. You are doing just fine. Put your head on my shoulder, let the city hum.
We do not need a single answer for the
Things to come, I brought 3 vintage records and a loaf of bread
to clear out all the clutter spinning in your head.
You are safe with me.
You do not have to
Shine. Take all